Hey, I'm Rachel J, and this is Cultivator Kitchen. Today we are making homemade vegan cream cheese from scratch. It is better than any store-bought cream cheese you can get, and it comes together in just minutes, and you can keep a nice big batch in the fridge. It is so delicious. I have been so excited to share this recipe with y'all, and I cannot wait to hear what you think after you try it. Here's what you'll need. Here are the ingredients that we're going to use today. We're going to use half a block of extra firm tofu, sea salt, cashews, some raw apple cider vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, and some lemon juice. You can also add in all kinds of flavors. I will probably mix in some chopped chives. When it's done, you can really make this sweet or savory or just leave it plain because it is so delicious and creamy. And this is such a simple recipe. I just made a whole batch of this, so we're using the same blender. That's okay. Put half the tofu in, and we're gonna put a third cup of raw cashews. You don't want these salted or roasted, or that's gonna give a very weird flavor to cream cheese. Just regular raw cashews. Add 1 teaspoon of sea salt and 1 teaspoon of raw apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And last but not least, I'm going to squeeze in a half a lemon. If you want this more tangy, you could put a whole lemon. I'm going to put half and then taste it. Next, we are going to blend this up. I am going to use the tamper. We want to get this as smooth as possible without adding more liquid. We got to break down those cashews. You could pre-soak them if you want. I never bother to do that, mostly because I forget, but that would make your cashews softer. So we're gonna blend this and tamp it down until it's nice and smooth and creamy. My favorite way to store this is just in a pint-sized mason jar. I just go ahead and scoop it out on a spatula. Look at how beautiful that is. And right into the jar. You can see it's very thick and creamy. It's gonna hold up on a bagel, even a very hot bagel. It's not gonna melt because it's not an oil-based one like most of the ones in the grocery store. There's a little oil in there just for richness and consistency, but it's mostly tofu and cashews. So it's going to be really good for a protein-packed breakfast, and it tastes delicious. So I'm going to fill up this mason jar and then put it in the fridge. It's also just so fluffy. Like, look at that height and that consistency. It's so good. I can't wait for you guys to try this and tell me what you think. Look how beautiful that is. It makes almost a full pint of cream cheese. This is such a good recipe to make in advance and then eat bagels all week and have this really high protein, extremely creamy, fluffy, delicious vegan cream cheese. I have searched for years for a good vegan cream cheese. The ones in the store either taste like vegan butter and melt all over your bagel, or they're very, very thick and tangy in a kind of grainy way, and absolutely nothing comes close to this. This is probably one of my favorite recipes I made. Super excited about it. Let me show you how it spreads on a bagel. This is just a fresh bagel that I got at a local bakery this morning. Look at that. Utter perfection. Look how good that looks. Very easily spreadable. This isn't even a toasted bagel, so it went on there really smooth. And it's just so rich and delicious. I'm going to go enjoy this now. And that is how you make the best ever homemade vegan cream cheese. If I wasn't talking to you guys, it would probably take me 2 minutes. It's perfectly creamy and light and rich. And I think that y'all are gonna love this. Let's have a taste test. You can see how it's spread on this bagel. Super delicious looking. Oh yeah. It's so good. This bagel is excellent. It's a local sourdough bagel. I like to order a half dozen and then cut them and freeze them so that I have them all week, and just keep this cream cheese in the fridge. And then you have an amazing breakfast every morning. I will probably take some fresh chives, chop them up, and stir them in for tomorrow. Other flavors that I love is giardiniera in cream cheese, or even dill and cream cheese. Finely chop up some pickles and make a pickle cream cheese. There's all kinds of things you can add to this, but the plain version is just so good, you can eat it like this. If you make this, I'd love to know. Post below or tag me in your picture on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. I sliced up and packed up a bunch of bagels to put in the freezer so that I can enjoy this all week. This is really great because fresh bagels don't last that long. They get a little tough, so if you put them straight from the bakery into the freezer, when you pop them into the oven to get them all crispy and toasted, they will taste like same day bagels.